Last time on the Meddling Kids, the kids went to a party after being invited by a school friend. They helped the child find her missing teddy bear, and to repay him, they got invited to a shindig. At the shindig, they met many interesting characters, and were invited up to the attic, where they saw a painting and found a few items of a dead Maelstrom ancestor. Where we left them, they had returned to the party, only for strange things to be happening. We now return you to the Meddling Kids, Part 2.
The lights begin to flicker.
That also bodes well.
I get closer to Milo.
I kind of get protective. Like, all right, shit's about to go down. Get ready, guys.
Oliver.
Yes.
What are you doing?
Basically just like walking behind them with Winston, and I'm just like taking sips of my drink, and I'm just like, I don't know, buddy, I don't trust this girl. I'm about to punch a little girl in the face or whack up a teddy bear and throw it into a fire. I don't know any exorcism. I didn't pay attention to that in church, but I'm pretty sure my goody two shoes brother and Pen over there might know. Do you know any exorcisms?
So
You called me Pen. I know nothing.
So, you guys are walking, and Winston stops.
Oh, and I see Winston stop, and I'm like, oh, shit.
You hear him let out kind of a low growl.
Is there some such thing as ready in action in this?
No.
No? Okay, because I was about to say, I want to ready a dodge, but I guess I'm just going to wait.
We're just going to get smacked around a little bit. It's going to be fine.
Yeah. After Winston growls, the lights cut. The lights completely go out.
I kind of whisper to Penelope, I'm like, let's just wait for the stereotypical scream. Wait for it.
You can't see it, but Penelope has like a stupid smile on her face, like, okay, let's hear it.
3,
So
2, and then you hear Oliver scream as soon as the lights cut out in a really like unmanly way of and then,
do you two turn to Oliver?
No,
I elbow him in the gut.
I expect it.
And I'm like hugging out to Winston.
Oliver.
Uh-huh.
You feel a little bit of a chill as you kind of look over to your left and you see a woman walking past you in a pale blue.
I grab a hold of my fedora and I pull out of there. I'm like, bye, y'all. I ain't sticking around and be possessed by no ghost.
A pale blue dress, a wedding veil covering her face.
Nope.
She makes her way to the center of the dance floor.
Making my way downtown. Sorry.
Walking past, and I'm homebound.
I make jokes when I'm nervous. And you see her start to dance.
Y'all see that, right?
I'm still clutching onto Winston.
Milo, I'm gonna be very honest with you. I feel like I might be hallucinating. Was there stuff in that champagne?
I mean, it's champagne. I don't know how much you had.
I mean, I had one glass, but did you put something else in it?
I didn't spike it. I would never do that. Well, okay, maybe I would, but...
Oh God, it's talking.
Malcolm.
I hate this.
Welcome?
Malcolm.
Malcolm. Okay. Oh, shit. Oliver checks to see if he was hallucinating because he's been drinking champagne and moonshine.
You most definitely are.
I mean, I believe I'm talking to a fucking dog, so.
You have a party on the anniversary of my death. Now you and your guests shall suffer.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Milo, I want to go home.
Something tells me we're not going to be able to.
I'm upset. We were here for a good time, and I feel like we were just strung along for something, and I don't feel good about being bamboozled.
Well, there's nothing I can do about it now.
So, after hearing that, Oliver wants to try to go for the doors.
You guys are outside.
Oh, outside? I thought we were, like, inside, like, you know how, like, Jay Gatsby's house is like a foyer that sort of opens up to the outside?
No, it's a garden party.
Okay.
After that little speech, the woman disappears. Penelope.
Yeah.
Are you wearing any jewelry or anything?
No, you had to be a weird magnet.
I was wearing my mama's pearl earrings that I stole when I spiked her drink with bubble water to get here.
Give me a...
I have magician, so I have sleight of hand. I would just like to say that.
Give me a smarts roll.
No, I don't like this.
Try not to get possessed.
I got 19.
You suddenly get the feeling that something is missing.
Oh no, my mama's earrings!
Your earrings are gone.
My mama's earrings!
Did someone steal them? Or did the ghost steal it?
The lights come back on. And you see other women around the crowd just kind of, my necklace! My earrings!
I hold up, I touch my ears. I notice that my pearl earrings are gone. And I'm like, Milo, my mother's gonna kill me.
Peggy says that her damn teddy bear is missing. I'm gonna flip some shit.
You hear Malcolm Maelstrom, my cufflinks.
I furiously pat my person and see if my flask is missing.
No, it's still there.
Okay, and I'm like patting. I'm like, oh, no, and I pull it. I'm like, oh, thank God, and I take a swig.
Malcolm steps out in the middle of the dance floor. Now, nobody panic.
I think it's a little late for that.
No, that's just some theatrics that somebody put together. It's no need to fear. We'll get to the bottom of this.
Sir, my mama's pearl earrings are gone, and if I don't come home with those, I am literally going to see the Lord and God that we pray to every Sunday. So, I gonna need those back.
Oh, you see Peggy kind of jumping up and down with her hand in the air. They're detectives, Daddy.
Oh no, hun, we really aren't. We found a teddy bear. That was it. We're not like detectives. Like
Detectives, you say?
he does not listen to anything, does he?
I mean, it wasn't even that hard to find your teddy bear. You just left it in your first period class.
Well, I'll tell you what. There is a hefty reward in place if you can figure out where everybody's lost belongings went to.
I feel like we don't even. He doesn't even listen. He just sort of keeps talking.
Real soccer anime style. Oliver pops in and goes, reward.
Yeah, Milo perks up too. He's like, well, how much are we talking?
What, say $50?
I don't do it any less for 100 because this is a lot of jewelry that's gone missing here.
Well, what are your credentials, you say, for being detective?
We found your daughter's bear.
I pull out another business card that says Meddling Kids Inc. You miss it, we get it.
Well,
and I go, these
Penelope just sigh. You see Penelope just sigh and pull out her Sherlock Holmes book and start to read.
And I'm just like, these are our credentials, sir. We had to make them as a part of the club.
Apparently, $100 in the 1920s is roughly $1,200 now.
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, shit. $100 it is. Should I do like a popular check to like convince this man that these are our credentials and we should in fact get paid $100?
Go ahead, give it a shot.
Okay, so popular plus health plus 2. Okay. 2. 4. That's a 6. The 12 plus health, which is a 5. 5 plus 12 equals 17. Plus 2, 19. So that's in the middle.
$50.
75.
And I look at Milo because I'm just like, hey, you got the business sense.
They are brothers.
I like walk right up to him, and even though he's definitely taller than me, I look him dead in the eyes and I'm like, 75 or everybody's lost belongings, stay lost.
Milo, accept mine, because if we do not find those, my ass will be my mother's.
I don't even look at Penelope. I just point at her and give her a thumb like, yes, that thumbs up, yes.
Martha, I like these kids. Take down their names, would you?
I give Martha a wink.
Oh, God.
You flip anything with 2 legs, don't you?
I flirt with anything that's got 2 long legs and it's got a sweet, sweet smile. And then I give Martha a wink.
So, Martha Maelstrom is Malcolm's wife.
Mm-hmm. Ain't no matter to me. Wouldn't be the first wife I slept with.
Oh my God!
Need I remind you that you're 18?
And I sell bootleg alcohol.
To be fair, in the 1920s, it was a little bit more promiscuous than it is now. So
that's fair.
So Oliver is totally a promiscuous man.
I both love and hate him simultaneously.
So Malcolm reaches into his jacket pocket, takes out his checkbook, writes a check, tears it out.
For Meddling Kids Inc.
Writes it out, shows it to you guys, and it does say $75 made out to you guys.
I like go to grab it, and I imagine as he goes to grab it, he like tucks it inside of his jacket.
Payable when everyone's valuables are returned.
That's a fair argument, sir.
Now,
I really wasn't expecting more than like 25 up front.
Why would you tell him that?
He already wrote the check. It doesn't matter.
Now, let me tell you. See, everybody, this is fine. You see, we got the finest young detectives this side of the Mississippi.
You just hear Penelope go.
Now, I'm sure you guys have some work to do. Now, everybody, let's go back to partying. Let's have some more champagne up here. Let's get some more champagne out here. And Pierre and the staff come out with more champagne, refill glasses, kind of calm everybody down.
Okay.
You guys see that Winston is no longer with you guys.
Oh,
Farewell.
You do see him. I mean, he's hard to miss. He's a giant floof. He's like standing not far off from the dance floor, like on the other side. And he looks over at the rest of you and borf, 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 borf.
What's that? What's that boy? Little Jimmy fell in the well.
Borf?
Something
I'm
tells me
nodding
that
my
he's
head
telling us.
vigorously, like, uh-huh.
I go over to him.
So when you get over to him, you see that he is sniffing kind of a discarded shoe.
Oh, cute.
Yeah. High-heeled, about an inch heel. Strapped, gold.
By God, we got a Cinderella.
Borf, borf, borf. Borf.
Okay, I guess I pick it up.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Can't he track that shoe by scent or something? Whatever dogs do. Smell it and then lead us somewhere.
Yeah, but I don't know if this specific dog would have that capability. Because that's more like hound dogs.
What say you, James?
I mean, he can give it a shot if you guys want him to.
I mean, we can try.
I mean, before we do that, is there any like residue on the shoe at all or anything after I pick it up, and then we'll try that?
Not really. You do see like the back strap is broken.
Okay.
Okay, James. My question is, it's most definitely a woman's shoe, right? Like you can tell that this is a woman-sized shoe.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. So that narrows our people down to a woman or a man with very small feet.
I will say it is a little bit bigger than most women's shoes. Not much, but a little bit bigger.
So, like, what's the average size for women's shoes? Like, what? You'd say like 7?
7, 8, I'd say.
7 or an 8. So this would probably be like a 9 or a 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. And the strap is broken.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm writing all of this down because, like, in my head, I'm trying to think of, like, okay, woman, shoe strap is broken, so she might be walking with a limp because she would have rolled her shoe. Or we're looking for someone whose shoes are not matching their current ensemble because their shoes would have matched their ensemble prior.
Okay. Well, I give the shoe to Winston. I go, hey, boy, smell this, and I'll give you a treat.
Borf, borf.
Can you find out who they belong to?
Let's see.
Borf. Borf, borf, borf.
Are we following you?
You see Winston kind of run toward the house,
Okay.
keeping his nose to the ground. And he goes into the house through the open front door.
Okay.
And then before you guys can even get into the house, you see him following a waiter out with more food.
Oh
My God, it's fucking Pierre.
no, he's following the waiter because he has food. Winston, are you kidding me?
Okay, James, would I have to do a perception check to see, so it would be a smarts check in this case, to see if I can find any women who, like, look like they're favoring one leg over the other? Because in my case, whenever a shoe of mine breaks, like the strap or the heel or something, your ankle tends to roll. Is it like a high heel?
It's a very low high heel, but yeah.
So it's like a
It's
kitten,
a kitten heel.
Okay.
Hey!
So yeah, so your ankle tends to roll because your equilibrium is sort of thrown off. And in Oliver's case, he's noticeable about women and what they do and everything because he is, and I quote, a ladies' man. So he's going to try to notice if a girl or woman or anybody in the room is favoring one leg over the other.
I'm going to call it a smarts check. See if you can, yeah.
Okay. Ooh. It's a 3. That is a 4, 7. There's a 5. 7 plus 5 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 12 plus 4. I probably don't know. That's a 16.
No, all the women in the at the party seem to be walking fine. Most of them aren't really walking. A lot of the people at the party are just kind of standing around talking at this point. A lot of them are talking about the ghost and is the house really haunted?
Okay, so then I guess we'll keep that information later in case we do see anyone limping.
Can I go find Peggy? Because I want to ask her about the key to that jewelry box upstairs.
Okay. Yeah, Peggy is still at the party, kind of holding her bear tightly. She's kind of staying off to the side, away from people.
All right, Pegs. So obviously there is a ghost, and you obviously did see something. So, did you ever go in that chest upstairs that was your grandma's?
Never.
Never?
Never.
So, is there any just like loose keys around your house that are just for like, I don't know, decoration?
Not that I know of.
Maybe ones that you have found from living here your entire life? And you don't feel like really talking about them?
Penelope, give me a nosy check.
Okie dokie!
And if that doesn't work, I have an idea.
Got 21?
No, I haven't found any keys except for, the house key. There was one for the basement. No, I haven't found any keys. Any like loose keys.
All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go talk to your daddy then.
I do have an idea. James, how sturdy was this chest?
It looks like it was made by a fine craftsman. It looks like fine craftsmanship, I should say. Mahogany make.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Your obsession continues.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Okay, was there a window in the attic? Like, like one of those old-timey circle windows that everyone had in their attic?
Yes.
Okay, my idea is to go up to the very top floor and then take this thing and chuck it at the floor.
Jesus Christ.
I don't give no shits about no box.
That is mahogany.
But while he is going to go do this, can I go talk to Malcolm, please?
Why, you certainly may.
Oh, I hate this. All right, cool.
So I basically tell Milo to stay here so that he can, be there when the box falls to the ground. So, Milo, I got an idea. You see that window up there?
Sure. Yeah.
Stay here right quick. I'll be back. Winston! Follow me! And because I'm not going back into that house alone. So I go back into the house and start going towards the attic.
Oh my god. All right. I'm going to talk to Malcolm now and hate every moment of it.
Oh yeah, I sort of figured by the whole time of you talking to Malcolm, It will take me to get up to the attic and then get myself ready to chuck it.
At the end of the conversation, I'm going to put a sound effect of you just like a box just being shattered. All right.
There are times I think I should have a webcam when we record because my facial expressions gotta be hilarious.
I'm literally looking at my phone a lot of the time, and I'm starting to get tired because I haven't eaten today. So,
oh dear.
All right. So, hi. I just need to ask you a few questions.
Well, certainly.
Christ.
That's Penelope's little brain bug. So I noticed your beautiful daughter brought us upstairs into your attic to let us see a portrait of a woman named Lucille, and who I presume was the lovely ghost that graced us with her presence this evening. In the attic, I found a box, and within that box, I found a jewelry box, and there was no key to go along with it. Would you know where that key is?
A jewelry box, you say? Belonging to my grandmama?
Yeah, it's very, very just... You really shouldn't be having this party right now, but that's fine. It's just disrespecting the dead and all. It's whatever.
Well, I've never seen such a jewelry box. Do you have it with you?
I feel like at that moment we hear poof, and then Penelope will go, yeah.
You hear, right before you ask that, bounds away! And then I chuck the box.
No. We'll get to you in a minute, Oliver.
No, I believe it's upstairs, but I think, Milo and his brother are going to go fetch it for me.
Wait, am I supposed to catch this box?
No, you're supposed to be there to make sure that no one goes near the box when I chuck it.
Okay.
So that it breaks.
Well, I would very much like to see this jewelry box. Anything of my family's history is quite of interest to me.
Oh my god.
Why didn't you just go upstairs to your own damn attic then?
Well, I didn't know it existed.
You didn't know you had an attic?
No, I didn't. I knew I had an attic. I didn't know about said jewelry box.
So you would have gone up there if you saw the... This is all sounding very suspicious. So I'm just... unfortunately, you are now being put down as a suspect.
Oh, you are accusing me of ruining my own party, madam.
My mama's earrings are gone, so absolutely.
Well, and you say you were a master detective.
To be
Listen,
fair, nobody ever said
we
that.
never said that. Your daughter did. So who's the real smarty?
Well, are you calling my baby a liar?
We did find her bad. That is 100% correct. However, her thoughts on us might be a little skewed. We're doing our best. However, you're not really helping your own cause here. Do you have any enemies or anyone that would want to hurt you and your friends in such a joyous time at your own rub?
Well, of course, there's Kenneth Carson. He's standing right over there, that sumbitch.
Why would you invite your enemy to your... You know what? I don't understand adults. So, would he want to make you look bad in any way?
Well, yeah, we have rival companies, you see. I have Malcolm Maelstrom and Company, and he has Carson Haberdashery. You know, I'm a tailor, he's a haberdasher. Same thing, really. But tailors make finer clothing, you see.
Mm-hmm.
What? Are you comparing clothes to shrubs?
A haberdasher is basically a tailor.
Yeah, haberdasheries just do like hats and bags and shit.
Yeah.
Well, then there's two different definitions of haberdasher, because what I know is that they deal with bushes.
No, haberdasheries are for accessories and tailors are for clothes.
What? Did someone tell me the wrong definition?
Yes. So, in our town's history, I have read a little bit about your mansion, and I was just... So, I heard from your daughter you're not very superstitious.
No, ma'am.
However, tonight, did that make you a little bit, like, did you believe a little bit that maybe...
No, ma'am. I do not believe in ghosts. That was just some cheap trick, you see.
All right, okay. It was a pleasure talking to you. I'm gonna go talk to your dear old friend now and see where that's going, and hopefully the camera will switch over to Oliver and I don't have to have this conversation anymore.
Meanwhile, in the attic.
I yell over. I definitely metagame yell over to Penelope. Hey now, stop that metagaming. We're supposed to be like on our own here, not know what everybody's doing.
Like meanwhile in the attic.
Just thank you. Oliver is creeping his way up there, and he's like mumbling underneath of his breath about how stupid supernatural shit he's not going to want to deal with this. He's dealing with people shooting at him all the time and selling bootleg stuff and running from the cops. He don't want to deal with those supernatural shit.
All right.
All while searching for this box.
Penelope, did you leave it anywhere in particular?
I kept it in the chest that it was originally in.
Okay.
And remember, Oliver was sort of peeking his head in and out, and like half like there, so he might have missed like you actually pulling it out. He knows the general vicinity, but doesn't know where it specifically is.
Yeah. Oliver, you do see a fairly large, like trunk-like box. Marked Lucille.
I first assume that this is the box.
Yes, you would be correct.
This gigantic box.
Yes. So
that is the jewelry box?
No. Oh my god. On my head. We're never going to finish this. So bad.
Yeah, so you look at the trunk and you're trying to figure out how you're going to get this out the window. Give me a smarts check.
Okay, let's see if I'm smart enough to assume. Open up the damn box.
Absolutely not.
3, 6, 9. Somewhere in the middle. 5, 6 plus 11 plus 4 or 3 equals 14 plus 4, 18.
Yeah, it's not hard to figure out. Yeah, this isn't the box.
It was like a DC 5.
So, yeah, you open up the box. You're like, this can't be the box. Maybe it's inside the box. Oh, there it is. You see the little jewelry box.
Okay, I take it and I shake it a little bit.
Okay. Surprisingly, like with a jewelry box, you expect to hear like small pieces of jewelry rattling inside. You don't hear anything.
Huh. Okay, so I'm going to try something first before I decide to chuck it out the window at the floor below. I want to use my brute strength to try to pry this bad boy open.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
So I'm going to use, instead of sporty, which is what I get for the jock class, I want to use super sporty. So that's going to be my 3d6 plus my strength plus 6.
I'll allow it.
Okay. 5, 8. 8 plus 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 14. Plus my strength, 18. That's 22 plus 6, 28.
Okay. Yeah, it takes you a second. Like you grip the top of the jewelry box, grab the base, and you start prying at that lid. And all of a sudden, you feel the mechanics within snap, and the lid comes open.
Where was he when I needed him?
Half in, half out. And I go, and I poke my head out, and I'm like, Milo, I'm coming down. And then I start, I go down the stairs, and then I head outside.
Before you do that, as soon as you stick your head out the window, you turn around, and you see a familiar-looking ghost looking at you.
No!
I hate that part. Throw it out the window. Throw it out the window. Throw it out the window.
Yes, throw the
I'm gonna
ghost
throw
out the window.
myself out the window. Okay, James.
That's a 3-story drop.
Okay, James. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do.
Oh my god.
I'm going to
This is
close
the
the
best
box.
game.
I'm going to tuck the box underneath of my armpit like a football. And I'm gonna try to tackle this bitch.
It's a ghost.
I want to see if it's an actual ghost.
We're in Among Us.
I want to see if it's an actual ghost. I need to see if it's an imposter.
This seems sus.
Hey, I'm
White
gonna use
hella
super
sus.
sporty again.
White as hella sus.
White as hella sus. Cupcakes hella sus.
Okay.
Hey, man.
So I'm going to use super sporty. Do you have to do like a dodge check? So like a moves check?
Just go ahead and roll.
Okay, so that's going to be my, again, for the people who are listening, that's going to be my 3d6 plus my strength, which is 8 plus 6.
Okay.
3 plus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 again, plus my strength, which is 8. That's 20 plus 6, 26.
Okay.
And while I'm
Yeah.
doing it, I want to give out a very manly scream this time. Ah! And try to
So-
tackle her.
Here's what happens. Oliver, you football tuck that jewelry box under your arm.
Mm-hmm.
Put your hand out. Close your eyes and just charge.
Uh-huh. Yes, exactly what Oliver would do.
You're kind of hoping that there's something solid there. And there is. You actually do manage to push the ghost aside.
Oh my god!
And you open your eyes just in time to stop yourself before you go tumbling down the ladder.
Okay. Can I take them with me?
You kind of pushed them off to the side. You didn't quite tackle them.
Damn.
Yeah, they managed to move just enough. You didn't get
Just
them.
enough? What did they roll?
I'm not telling you that.
Oh, man. James.
That's a GM roll.
I know, but I wanted to see how much they beat me by. I want to see how swifty they are.
Nope.
All right. Okay. So I'm going to be a scramble boy and scramble back up the ladder to try to grab this dude. Now that I know that it's a person.
Well, you didn't go down the ladder.
Okay, well then I'm going to turn around and try to grab this dude. Or do that.
Milo's going to yell up and be like, "You doing all right up there?"
You probably hear a lot of screaming, and then you just hear Milo sort of yell out. Hold on. Let me get the. Get back here, you little dough dropper! And I'm like running after him to try to grab him and like actually like sort of like grapple him.
Okay.
Or her.
By the time you turn around, you don't see them.
Okay. Oliver is probably going to assume that they went down the ladder, so he's going to jump down and see if anyone is running down the hallway.
You go down the ladder and you see Winston sitting at the bottom of the ladder and just kind of looks at you. Porf.
Okay, so then they're still in the attic, so there has to be
the brain just thought of something. Oh my god.
There has to be like a secret entrance into this attic.
Yeah, the mansion has to have secret tunnels.
Yeah, it has to have servant passages and everything. So then this might click for Oliver, and he knows that he's not smart enough to try to find this by himself, so he's gonna stick his head out and go, "Hey, Milo! I need you to get up here and bring Pin. Right click!" And I stick my head back through, and then I start rummaging around to try to find a secret entrance.
Meanwhile, Pen's talking to the fucking villain of this fake villain of the Scooby-Doo mystery.
Well, hello
It's
there.
gonna end up being Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimmsdale Dimmadome, because his tailor shop is going out of business.
Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimmsdale Dimmadome.
Hi, hello, sir. How are you tonight?
Oh, well, I'm just doing dandy. How about yourself?
I lost my mama's earring, so I'm a little bit, a little wrangled about that. But
Well, I seem to have lost my watch too. I'm quite upset about that.
Yeah, we're trying to figure that out. I cannot go home without those. So,
Oh, you're the young detectives that Malcolm was yelling about.
Yep.
I'm Kenneth Carson. How are you doing tonight, young lady?
I thought I was going to be here for a nice little party, and look what I got roped into. I was just wondering, it doesn't seem like Mr. Malcolm is... You two have like a friendly rivalry or something? Is that what's going on?
Oh, there's nothing friendly about it, sugar.
Oh, okay.
This man has tried to run me out of business I don't know how many times.
Why are you here? If
Well,
you hate each other, why do you come to each other's parties? That makes no sense.
It's politics, dear. You got to understand. I got to keep an eye on this man, just like he keeps an eye on me. Anything we can use for blackmailing. By golly, I got some blackmail tonight.
Okay, so is there a possibility, sir? And you can let's say you don't have to give me full truths. It's fine. I'm pretty smart. I can put two and two together. I'm a very intelligent young lady. Did you do something tonight to, make things go all crazy and give Malcolm a bad name? Are we looking at that? Is that about what's...
No, ma'am. I was not planning anything tonight.
Oh, but you were planning something in the future.
Well, I mean, if you don't think that this is gonna leak to the paper somehow, you didn't hear that from me.
Okay, but I most certainly did, and I'm most certainly a snitch, so it's going to be lovely. Thank you for telling me that, sir. For I don't think you were the one that did this, but I do know that that you two together are just matches made in heaven. So if you excuse me, I have to go find my boyfriend and his idiotic brother.
As at that point, I guess she sees me like run upstairs.
In her head, she's just going, "Oh, look, my blue-haired idiot."
Oh, the entire party heard Oliver yell.
Wonderful.
So you all heard Oliver yell, "Milo, get your ass up here!"
Get Pan Pan!
And then I just run upstairs.
Apparently, I'm Pen Pen. That is not my name. If anyone calls me that at this party, I am fishing your eyes out with a fork. Thank you. She goes and walks to where Oliver was screaming.
Well, that was ladylike. So you both make your way up to the attic. Yeah, and Oliver, what are you guys doing? What are the three of you guys doing?
I imagine that Oliver's sort of been rummaging, trying to find essentially a secret passage or something.
I don't think he would be smart enough to know about that. I feel like he would just be running around in circles in the attic.
Like, I imagine he's basically moving shit around to see. That's it. Like, he might be inside a trunk or might be hiding behind something. So that's what he's doing.
Is he still holding the jewelry box?
Oh, yeah. He's got a death armpit grip on that thing.
Okay. Well, Penelope comes up and first goes, "Oliver, what happened?"
Well, I managed to open up this, and then I open it because I didn't really get a good look. I just go, ha, and I open it up, and do I see anything in there?
So what you see are a collection of letters.
Ooh.
Aww. To whom?
They're addressed to Malcolm Maelstrom the First.
Oh.
So this is the grandfather.
The great-grandfather.
Yeah, so this is the dude that killed Lucille.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But you also notice that they're love letters.
Oh.
But they're not signed from Lucille.
Oh. Okay, so I'm going to read one out loud to the group.
Oh, God.
It's a... Oh,
I'm just gonna pull a random one out and I'm gonna read it.
Oh, that one was sour. Oh boy. Ooh. Okay. It's a very...
Is it R-rated? Is it X-rated,
Is it
James?
saucy, James?
Is it sexy?
Is it like, I'm going to show you my ankle?
It's like saucy, but like mid 1800s saucy, so it's not all that saucy.
Oh, so I will let you take off my gloves. I will show you the littlest hint of my ankle. I'll even let you unbutton my socks, like that sort of saucy.
Kinda, yeah.
Ooh. As I'm reading this, I get very confused. I'm just like, is this their version of sex?
I take the letter and I go, yes.
No, this is very
but the-
complicated.
But the letter does go on to say that, I can't wait until you get back stateside. I can't wait till you get back home so you can leave your wife, etc.
Cute. Did you have anything else to tell me, Oliver?
Oh, yeah. Ghost isn't a ghost. Is a person. And I tackled him for a solid second, and they disappeared in this room. So they gotta be hiding in here somewhere.
So James, would I know from just my readings in the library, kind of like, would this mansion have like secret passageways and shit?
So the Maelstrom Manor was built right around a little before Civil War time.
Mm-hmm.
So it was one of the houses that was connected to the Underground Railroad.
Oh, cute. Love that.
So there are definitely secret passages built into this manor.
Okay.
And not to mention Malcolm Maelstrom I. He was absolutely fascinated by puzzles.
So I have Bookworm, which I get for free with my the brain ability.
Yes.
And it's for any role when researching a subject that's in the library to remember something you read previously in a book. So I would say that I've read pretty much everything in the school library, like even going down to like the city blueprints of like different houses and things.
Yeah, you're the Hermione.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So could I use that to remember that there are passageways?
Yes. Go ahead, and I believe that's a roll.
Yeah, it's my smarts plus another d6.
Yeah, so go ahead and roll it.
Ooh, that was a good roll. So that was a 24.
Okay. Given the amount of research that you've done,
Mm-hmm.
you think back and you remember going through blueprints of some of the older houses, and you kind of found them fascinating. And one of which was the old Maelstrom Manor.
Mm-hmm.
And you seem to remember that there is a what's the word for it? Little elevator.
The dumbwaiter?
Dumbwaiter. Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
You seem to remember that there's a dumbwaiter going from the attic to the basement.
Okay.
And it was fairly large. So.
Okay. So Penelope is 5'4", and she weighs like roughly 125 pounds. So I'm gonna guess she can fit in it if it's fairly large.
Mm-hmm.
How big is it, essentially?
I have to find it first. Can I find it?
Well, how
Pretty
big is it?
easily, yeah.
Okay.
You remember roughly where it is. You kind of have to. You might have to get Oliver to move some heavy boxes out of the way.
Okay.
But yeah, it's fairly easy to find.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'm sorry. The dumbwaiter is exposed. There isn't anything covering it.
Oh, fun. I get in that shit. I don't say anything. You just see me get in that shit and just go.
Milo just kind of like looks at her questioningly.
Mm-hmm.
She just looks at him and goes, farewell. And then, whew.
How big is it? Like, if she sent it back up, would Milo be able to fit? Because I know for a fact Oliver's not going to be able to fit.
How tall is Milo?
7.
Milo, it's gonna be a little bit of a tight fit, but Milo should be able to fit. Oliver, you don't bend like that.
Yeah, so
I like how
maybe-
James is like, I am 6'2", you don't bend like that.
So maybe when Penelope sends it back up, I'll just head down to like the lowest floor near where this section of the house would be.
Okay.
And see if I can like, sort of like hear Penelope and Milo.
Okay.
And I'm gonna carry around this box because I think this is evidence.
Okay.
Because I have a theory brewing in my mind.
Okay. So Penelope,
Mm-hmm.
you lower yourself in the dumbwaiter.
Yes.
The first stop in the dumbwaiter,
Mm-hmm.
you see a very lavishly decorated, kind of like a master bedroom.
Gross. Okay.
Give me a smarts check.
Okie dokie.
Or a nosy check. We'll call it a nosy check.
Call nosy.
Yep.
Got 22. Ah! 22.
I'll say it's enough.
Yay.
So the room is impeccably clean,
Mm-hmm.
but you do notice the trunk at the end of the bed
Mm-hmm.
was left open a crack.
Ooh. Okay, can I go into the room and open up the trunk?
Mm-hmm.
Did you send the dumbwaiter back up?
No, I don't think I did yet. I think y'all are just looking at the dumbwaiter like, what the fuck is this bitch doing?
Yeah.
And Milo's probably just like, she's not screaming yet, so.
So what you see, kind of hastily stuffed in the trunk,
Mm-hmm.
is the dress that you saw on the mannequin upstairs.
Okay. Can I take it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna take it.
I will also say
Mm-hmm.
you also see a single shoe in that trunk that is the match to the one that Winston found earlier.
I don't take the shoe. I keep the shoe there, but I want to take the dress, so this person's fucked.
Oh, James, did I notice when I was with the quote-unquote ghost, were they wearing shoes?
You didn't notice.
I didn't notice. Okay, I wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Would I have been able to tell by tackling them, like, what their body type was?
Definitely female.
Okay. So we're looking for a female that has pretty big feet.
Penelope.
Yes.
As you're taking the dress,
Mm-hmm.
the door into the bedroom opens.
Ha! Who is it?
It is Pierre.
I
Penelope just sees him and she's holding the dress and she goes, Bonjour.
What are you doing in my master's chambers?
Why does your master's chambers have a wedding dress in it, sir? And most importantly, the wedding dress that this done here ghost was wearing and stole all our jewelry.
What are you talking about?
Milo's gonna yell down the dumbwaiter and be like, "Did you find anything?"
The master would not do anything to ruin this party. He has been holding this party for 6 years now.
Is it Martha? James, is it Martha? James, is it Martha? I'm sorry. Okay.
Play it out and find out.
This is the 1920s, so they might not even be sleeping in the same bedroom.
Penelope just goes, wait, the master's chambers. Is there a size on the dress?
Yes, and I don't know dress sizes at all.
How big would you say is Martha? Is she just like average?
Kind of average. She's tall and thin.
Okay, so she'd probably be like a 2.
Yeah.
Okay, so the dress
So we're probably looking for a thicker chick.
No, okay, one minute. So you said the shoes were a size 9?
Mm-hmm.
Can I go to Martha's closet and see her shoe size?
You can, but Pierre's gonna look at you and go, "What are you doing? Get out of here!"
And then Penelope's gonna be like, "Suck my toes," and then she's gonna go into the closet and look at her shoes.
Are you gonna send the dumbwaiter back up so I can come down, or is Milo just gonna be useless this whole?
Yeah,
this
we're
whole
based.
I
You
just
guys-
look at her shoes and then I'll send the dumbwaiter.
I literally
Milo-
has had nothing to do this entire adventure.
Milo and Oliver, you can both hear Pierre yelling from downstairs.
I gesture to you to lead the way.
I lead the way back
Penelope.
downstairs.
You just hear Penelope go, "Suck my toes."
I would say you guys have been able to hear him since the beginning, so you guys are getting to the room about this point. And you too. What are you doing here?
I don't know. I heard yelling.
Yes, I found your friend here snooping about my master's chambers.
I
Well,
found the
probably
dress.
because he told us to search for what the fuck was going on.
I found the dress.
And you think that my master, who is putting up the funds to pay you an exorbitant amount, if I do say so myself.
James,
You-
does Kenneth, the guy's name is Kenneth, right? His rival, Malcolm's rival.
Yes.
Does he have a wife?
Yes.
Is he cheating on said wife?
Oh.
You wouldn't know that.
Okay, all right. Sorry, I'm going full Penelope now, and this is weird because I'm never the smart one.
I mean, we know for a fact that the people who were not upstairs with Oliver in the room were Kenneth, Doug Dimmadome, and that's it. Like everyone else, other than like the party guests.
Mhm.
Okay, so
That we
you
know
still
of.
haven't told me if Martha's foot shoe size is the same as this here ghost that's been rallying about.
So you get into the ladies' closet,
Mm-hmm.
and you see a rack,
Mm-hmm.
an impeccably organized rack of shoes,
Mm-hmm.
and you notice two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, they're a bit larger than than the average, and there is noticeably an empty space.
I'm never the brains, and this feels so good. So, all right. So I.
They all have the same name, right? Malcolm or whatever it is.
Like going down the line, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is Malcolm cheating on his wife, which is why Martha's doing this?
My James, was there dates on these letters?
Yeah, it was like 1860s.
Okay, can I check to see if there's any letters that are of a recent time in this box?
You search through, and they're all older letters.
Okay.
What's Malcolm's last name again? I'm sorry.
Maelstrom.
Thank you. Okay. So I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna take that shoe. And do we still have the other shoe? The one that strap was broken?
Mm-hmm. I think so.
Okay.
I think Milo has it.
Yeah, I held on to that.
Okay, so Penelope takes the other shoe that was in the trunk and the dress, and then she takes the shoe from Milo and goes, "Thank you for holding on to it, sweetie." And she gives him a kiss on the cheek, and she goes, "Come on, I think I know who's I think I know who the culprit is."
All right, I'll follow your lead. You seem to know what you're doing.
I like death grip in my armpit this chest, and I do like the 2 fingers at the eyes back and forth to Pierre, and then I take a swig of my alcohol while I'm doing it.
What are you doing?
I'm watching you, Frenchie.
All right, so when we go back down to the garden, is Martha there?
Yes.
Martha Maelstrom?
Yes.
How come I found the lovely wedding dress of said Lucille in your room, in your trunk, with your shoes that are the exact same size of your lovely feet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Alrighty. Let's see what abilities I have. Let's stir the pot, motherfucker. Really? Because I think I know you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I would enjoy my earrings back. Although I do not know why you did it. Bless you.
Honestly, I think it's just her being petty.
That or you just tired of your husband spending so much time at work and not paying any attention to you. Is that what this is for? Attention?
I certainly don't know what you're talking about. I have helped Malcolm plan this party every step of the way.
And did you help him plan?
That in itself makes it so that you had a say in this party.
You had to say in the party, you had to say in the day, of Lucille's death. You had to say in how the party played out, meaning every step of the way and where everyone was going to be at all times. So I am going to ask again, and I don't want you to be chasing any wooden nickels or anything, so don't try anything.
Well, Malcolm, you wouldn't let these kids talk to me like this, would you?
I take the shoe and I start walking towards her, and I'm like, let's just see if the shoe fits, so to speak.
You were gonna say, I was gonna say if the shoe fits.
Meanwhile, Oliver's looking back and forth at this like this is a radio drama. He's too dumb to figure this shit out.
Winston's sitting next to you going, borf, 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 borf.
Winston was no help.
And I'm looking at Winston and I'm just like, do you think one of them's, fucking the waiter, Pierre?
No one.
And I'm talking to Winston about everything that's going on, like we're watching a telenovela.
Borf, borf, borf.
You think it's the gardener?
Borf, borf, borf.
Oh, I didn't see that one coming.
Borf, 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 borf.
Can we Cinderella this shit?
Yes, do it.
So
right, I still walk over and I try to see if the shoe fits.
She takes a couple steps away from you, Milo, and give me a smarts roll.
Smarts. 3d6 plus 5.
Kyle, do not forget you also have stir the pot, which means you can also manipulate her if you so choose.
Yes.
Yeah, if this doesn't work out, I'll do that. So that's 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, plus 5, so 16 total.
Okay. So you notice a couple of things.
Okay.
One, when she takes those couple steps back, she is favoring her left foot.
Mm.
And she is also like holding her. No, I'm sorry. She's favoring her right foot. She's kind of holding her left arm where Oliver tackled the ghost, where Oliver hit the ghost, kind of hugging that to her body and just kind of looking.
As soon as I see that, I stop and I'm like, "Hey, Oliver."
Yes.
When you tackled the person up top, didn't you hit him on the? What'd you say it was the left side?
Yes.
Didn't you hit him on their left side or right side? I don't remember.
Oliver like sort of like scratches his head, like playing along with Milo, and goes, "Oh no, I sort of ran at him like this," and then I do a charge at Martha,
Oh God.
and then I stop like literally like nose to her, and I go, "Yeah, about the left side."
Yeah.
All
so
right, that's fair.
So when you charge at her, she screams and falls over. Like she's on the ground, falls flat on her ass.
Right when she does that, I grab her foot and I try to put the shoe on.
Perfect fit.
Oh,
Just as I thought, the shoe did fit.
So, Martha, might you want to tell us why you stole everyone's jewelry and why you acting so petty at this beautiful rub that we were all invited to?
All right. I did it. But it's only because I hate these stupid garden parties. Ever since Malcolm instated them.
Fuck, did you set it?
You planned this one.
oh my God! And I take a huge swig out of my flask.
Penelope takes your flask and also takes a huge swig out of it.
I take it after you do that, and I like sort of like do like the dumping motion, like you drank the rest of it, and I'm like, man, and I go and march over and grab a champagne flute.
So, ever since Malcolm came back from the war, he has spent an exorbitant amount of money on these parties every year. And every year we go into the deficit because of it. We're losing money.
So you're stealing people's jewelry?
I thought if I could ruin this party, we wouldn't have them anymore.
He seems a little bit more stubborn than that. Also, can I have my mama's earrings back?
They're over there under the table.
You put my mama's earrings under the... March over there and grab them.
And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for you troublesome kids and you damn dog.
To be honest, she's like putting the earrings in. To be honest, the dog did not do much. Your food was very distracting towards him. So thank you for your lovely catering. However, fuck this party. We are leaving.
I just kind of like look at everybody and I do the whole thumb over the shoulder thing, pointing at Penelope, and I'm like, I'm obligated to follow. I'm gonna grab some food on my way out if that's okay with you, sir. And then I look at Martha's husband.
Well, of course, sir. And if you need anything from me, you just give me
I'll
a
take
ring.
that check from you.
Oh, well, well, of course. He reaches into his pocket, pulls out the check, and hands it to you. And you kind of have to pry it from his hands. But he does give it up. Yes, if there's anything you kids need from me, please give me a ring.
Will do, sir.
From the distance, you hear Penelope go, I'm never going to a goddamn rub again. It's so much easier just staying in the goddamn library.
So you guys are making your way out of the party. And Winston is just...
Wow, that was perfect timing. Thank you, Sophie.
What? Such a good baby. Come here, such a good baby.
And
Do I
he
have
goes-
what kind of snacks? Was there like
What kind of you were Oswald.
I know. Well, I was gonna ask what kind of things would I have that Winston would like?
well, I
Shrimp?
mean, there's like shrimp cocktail, there's steak tartare, there's there's a good amount
the
of
steak is fine. I just call out for Winston and I'm like, "Hey, Winston," and then I just toss the steaks into the air.
he bounds toward it, jumps up, catches it. Oh yeah, he catches it. And then on the downward arc, there's a Milo standing in his landing zone.
Oh, great! I'm not even gonna move.
Milo, you are now tackled by 300 pounds of floof.
Great.
That's the
And
perfect way to end
I'll
this.
just
And
accept it.
Winston looks to camera. Morph. And
Woo!